Hello and welcome to another Beard Club video. Now this is a short video showing a little gift I made for Angela, my partner, because I wanted to, and I thought I'd film it and share just a couple of clips about it and put it out as a separate vid. If you've watched my vlogs, you'll already have seen this, but if you haven't, hopefully you enjoy it. And even if you have, if you do remember this going from my vlogs, I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear from all of you, and they really do inspire me, those comments, so don't be shy, do say hello. And thanks once again for watching, and I'll see you again at the end. One thing you may not know is Angela is an artist. She paints in pastels, not normally with traditional paints, so she has done some of that, but mostly pastels. She's very, very good, and I'm not just saying that, she really is very good. And I was trotting through my mini factory and found this fantastic sculpt. Now, I've doubled the size of it. This was the size that it should have been, and I've doubled the size, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this up as a little present for her. Now I printed it in both sizes because I'm not sure how well it would scale up, and it has scaled up fine. I did have a few issues with some supports clashing. I didn't do it very well. It's the first time I printed for quite a long time, but it does look absolutely brilliant when it's set up, and I'm sure that she'll really appreciate it. So yeah, the one issue is that the print of the actual canvas backing didn't really turn out very well. So I don't know whether I'm going to keep the base. As you can see, it's kind of a bit cluttered. I might make a little diorama for her. And my thinking for what's going to be on the easel is actually I'm going to print out one of her own paintings and put it on there. So there we are. So this is in a cured state. I've cleaned up all the supports and cured it. Put it through the curing machine. So what I'm going to do now is prime and paint it. I'll give you some updates through this, and this will be a surprise because, as far as I'm aware, she doesn't watch these videos, so don't blame her. She doesn't have to. So hopefully this won't spoil the surprise. If she does randomly watch this video, wouldn't that be typical? But anyway, we shall see. I'll get this painted up, and then I think, like I say, that the base is just a little bit too cramped, so I might just put that to one side. I can see myself finding a use for that anyway, so that doesn't need to go to waste. I'll make a little base, a little kind of scenic base for it, so that she can actually be sat looking at the painting, which doesn't really fit on with the base. And yeah, see how that turns out. But I'm really pleased to have found it. It's just a little serendipity. Wasn't looking for it, just kind of spotted it as I was searching for something else, which you'll see shortly because I've just finished printing that as well. So yeah, happy. So against all the odds, I've managed to get this painted up. And what I'm now coming to is the final few touches. So I wasn't sure how I was going to base it. I had a couple of ideas, and then I suddenly thought these boards that I bought a while back, they're going to be perfect. So I'm actually going to position it so there's space for Angela to put things on the front if she wants to. So I'm just going to glue those two down into that position there. But the first thing I'm going to do is I've cut out some mounting board, some mounting card here, and I asked Angela for what her favourite paintings were that she'd done. She sent me 3, and so I printed them out to fit, and this is the one that's most striking enough at this small scale. So I'm going to stick this to the board. The board then we'll be able to slot in. I'll just move the picture out of the way. We'll slot in, and that will not be glued in place, and that means that we'll be able to swap that out if we want to as well, which is quite a nice little touch, I think. So yeah, pretty close to finishing this, which is good because I go away for the weekend, and I really wanted to get this done actually for the beginning of the week. This week Angela had her first ever art exhibition, which went very, very well, and I really wanted to give this to her on that day. But with being sick, sadly, it didn't get done. I was just relieved to actually be able to go to the exhibition, because for a while I was thinking none of us would be going. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is a little bit of PVA, very, very little bit of PVA, and then put weight on top of it to dry, and then I'll glue everything in place, and then we'll wrap this up, and I will give this to Angela, and hopefully she likes it. She has no idea I'm doing anything for her. So So yes, it will be a total surprise, which is something I would like doing as well. So yeah, a little smear of PVA on the brush, smear that on the paper. Watch as it immediately warps, curls up, and just carefully press it in place, and then I'll weight it down just with some little bits of metal like that, some of my 90 degrees. So yeah, I will get that glued in together and then bring it back for the final done bit very shortly. And there it is, done. Now Angela's about to go to our art room to do some arting, so I'm going to go and sneak this in there hopefully before she comes up, and yeah, I hope she likes it. But I'm really pleased, just a lovely little vignette. Very happy I decided to use that wooden board. She can put some stuff around the front, use it for whatever she wants to do. Maybe she can give me some more paintings and I'll come paint them paste them to the floor, whatever. But yeah, it's going to be a really lovely little thing for her to have, and I'm really pleased with it. Very happy that I saw this sculpt and just pulled the trigger, bought it, printed it, painted it in very quick order. What with being sick for days, and yeah, I wanted it done earlier, as I said. But yeah, that's it done now. Gonna go give it to her. I will report back whether she likes it or not. So there you are. Angela does actually get to display her prints in a local art gallery, and I'm intensely proud of her. So it was really cool to do this little diorama, and she has it up on a shelf in the kitchen dining area, yeah, I look at it quite often as I walk past it, and it's really, really nice to see, particularly like the little touch of using one of her actual paintings. So yeah, there we are. Hopefully that might inspire you for a little gift for someone that you love. Who knows, you might decide to do something similar if they've got a similar hobby or something different. If you do, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear it, and I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. So thank you very much for watching. As I'm saying at the moment, the horrible war in Ukraine as I record this is still ongoing, and if any one of you is impacted directly or indirectly by this, then my thoughts do go out to you and anyone you know who may be in that situation, and to everyone, please do stay healthy, stay safe and stay well.